Yo, yo, what it do, Division 2 agents? It's your boy, Charlie381, coming at y'all with another Division 2 video here. Yep, so if y'all seen my last video, I titled it, what was it, Path of the Nomad Augment. And if you saw the video, you see, for those of you who have played Division 1, you know that the classified Path of the Nomad was the Dark Zone build for you to run if you wasn't running classified strikers, but having running six piece classified nomad gave you overheal and a constant heal, and the I think it's path. I can't remember what the proc was, but it procced a ridiculous amount of times. But this particular augment brings back the feel of the path of the nomad, and honestly, it continues to proc. So this is the build that I'm running, right? It is four-piece core strength. And I know I said that the chest piece was the one that you want to run, but truth be told is my chest piece gives me 3.4 million armor, I believe. Let's see, 3.3 million armor. And 300k really isn't that big of a deal. I'd rather have some damage in there. Don't get me wrong, the damage is decent in there, but if you run it with obliterate or what is it, spotter, or even if you run this build with your adrenaline rush intimidate, like if you run it with that with the I'm gonna get to that point, but adrenaline rush intimidate works with it too. But this augment right here, quantum provides on this one it says 4, but it starts out I think at 1.6. It provides a 1.6 chance to becoming immune to damage for 2 seconds. The bonus cannot refresh while active. This, when I got it, I was thoroughly amazed at how many times they procced on me. So I went on ahead and I grabbed 5 pieces, as you can see, and I also have a weapon, the first bloom with quantum, only giving me 6 if I had another one. But if you run it with the memento backpack and you get the bonus armor, the way this quantum works is it needs a catalyst to activate, and that catalyst is you being struck. So there is a chance that every time you get hit, that you become immune for 2 seconds. Now, if you are being targeted by a ton of NPCs, that that chance shoots up like crazy. Plus, if you can see, my mask is at 9. Um, but in that video I showed y'all, it was insane. I can go into a control point right now and like forget cover. Cover does not exist. I'm running around shooting everybody, and that quantum is procking like crazy. And it really made me think, if I run this on with my four-piece strikers and have that same buff, that build becomes a destroyer. While at the same time, it doesn't matter what you if you run four-piece tipping scale, if you run strikers, if you want to Umbra initiative, it really doesn't matter. You become immune like crazy. And this one actually does have decent damage. I'm hitting north of 5 and 600 with this particular setup. Now, the part that brings it all together is the Memento backpack. Because if you know, you get the kill confirmed trophies, you get this bonus armor. And the way the bonus armor works, it works as a buffer between the damage. Now, with quantum, if you're thinking, I'll go ahead and put it on all red bill. If the catalyst is you getting shot, you have to be able to take a hit in order for it to activate and continue to activate. Because I promise you, if you can't take the hit, you're not going to stay up. That's why I'm running the core string. That's why I'm running four blues. But it got me to thinking, and it really did. If that is the case, what if I run this Aegis gear piece, where the Aegis gives you, the two-piece gives you health, you get total armor, and then you get the four-piece bonus Stoic, where you get 4% damage resistance from every enemy that is targeting you. With the max stack is 8. The bonus is multiplied 1x, where X is the number of agents in your group. So you go from having, what is it, 4% damage resistance to that 1x if you're in a group of 4. That'll give you what, 16 to start out with. That's a 16% damage resistance on top of having the the quantum procking, you go from having like the build I normally run is this uh protection from elite build. Like that is my go-to build when I'm doing legendaries. But recently, running this build, its little brother, I'm not even running protection from elite, and I'm still smacking NPCs. And the truth be told is, if you run it with Aegis, you go from protection from elite to protection from everything. Now, I'm not gonna lie. If you're sitting here thinking like, yo, that build doesn't seem like it's gonna stack up to it, yeah, let's give it a try. Let's go ahead and give it a test run. And I'm not talking about a test run in a control point or nothing like that. I'm talking about a test run in a legendary. Now, I had to jump into a different thing. Now, here's the biggest thing is that if you're thinking that quantum is gonna actually give you an help in, let's say, the escalation, it's not, because the NPCs that are in that particular um, game mode, they hit a lot harder. And you remember, you have to take the damage in order for it to proc. So the damage that that you're receiving in that particular game mode, it, it nullifies quantum. So, and if you don't know, the higher the skill tier, the best thing for you to do is a best defense. A good defense is a great offense in that particular setting, because they hit too hard, and the damage that you receive is not worth it. Like it isn't. Just like the sniper dogs, the damage you receive from them is a little bit higher than the damage that you can handle. So taking out the heavy hitters like the shotguns and the grenaders and the droners, that is your go-to maneuver in this game. But heavies, light work. That's why I believe that if you run this with Aegis, you end up with a protection from everything build. Because when this one, if you run it with Aegis, if you run straight out in the middle, you are being targeted by everybody. So you will end up getting that. You will end up hitting that stack of 8 really fast. That's why I say this is that what cover augment. Like y'all did not see me take cover one single solitary time. Now don't get me wrong, you don't want to sit here and stay out of cover. You want to be able to have cover close by just in case you take that damage. But for real, this build, this augment is legit. This is your boy Trade 381. I really do hope this helped a lot of y'all out. If you like the content, hit that like and subscribe button. This, it if this helped anybody out, I really do hope it does. That's the whole point of doing this. Like, don't waste your time running other augments. Find the augment that is. What is going on? Why is there two drones on me? Find that augment that works for you. If it's Echo, if it's Sensitium, whatever it is, if it fits your playstyle, go ahead and run it. But I'm not gonna make this too long. I'm gonna go ahead and cut it out right here. But y'all take it easy. I'll catch y'all in the next one.